Heather Reid is the Program and Operations Coordinator for HCDC, and Kat Schouten is the Summer Lead for the Business Incubator. And ladies, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, nice to have you here. And as you know, Heather, this is a subject very close to my heart. 11 years ago, I was the project coordinator to develop the facility and was the first manager of the incubator. And it was an exciting period of time. But as with everything, things have changed over the years. And Heather, maybe you could give us a little bit of an update on how things have changed with the incubator since those early days.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. I think what we've really found, there was a bit of a hustle bustle, lots of people in and out of the space. And then with the pandemic hitting, we needed to be quite conservative with who could be in the space and limit the use a little bit more. And so this is really an opportunity to work with our existing clients, but also reanimate a space that's been closed for a couple of years and see what's possible and what the community's looking for.
Now, today in the incubator, how is the space being used right at this moment?
Well, we have two rentable office spaces, which are occupied by the Arts Council of Haliburton Highlands, and Highland Technical. It's an engineering company that started. It's got its feet wet using the incubator, so that's kind of a nice story. And then we have a common area as well as then mainly a co-working space. So there's 7 workstations that can be rented out in a variety of different ways. And then there's also a meeting room in the lower level.
Now, I understand that back in January of this year, there was a presentation done by the School of the Arts, the integrated design students, and they took this on as a case. And maybe, Kat, you could tell us a little bit about the presentation. And I understand it kind of wowed everybody.
Yeah, it was a really fun project to work on. So we had students who lived sort of across Ontario come together, and we got to meet Heather and see the space for the first time and begin to reimagine what it would look like. Throughout that process, we did some research understanding what incubators look like and how they're structured both in Ontario but also internationally to start forming this vision of what the future could become. And through that presentation, I got to meet the board, and then that's when the decisions started to slowly be made to bring me on for the summer to start bringing that vision to life.
Now, I understand, Kat, that you have had some previous experience with incubators. How did that play out?
Yeah, so I went to school previously at Waterloo, and I got to work at the Accelerator Center there and learn a lot about how startups really use incubator services. And then just really fell in love with the environment overall, seeing how people get energized in those types of spaces, the way that it can create community and also opportunity for entrepreneurs to really find resources to kickstart their businesses with mentorship that helps them get on the right path early on.
Now, things have changed in Haliburton County over the last couple of years with COVID, and certainly we've got many more people who are, we'll call it working from home, working from their cottage. This must present an opportunity.
Yeah, I think so. We're already fielding calls for the co-working space, and it really is folks who are either lacking high-speed internet or are interested in working up here but don't want to create a workplace at the cottage because it's the cottage. So we're excited to see those requests come in as well. And really this summer is kind of testing out that market and see if that's where we want to head into the future, alongside Kat doing some research with local entrepreneurs to find out what types of services would be most helpful for them. And one of the really exciting things I think for HCDC is with some new faces at the Chamber of Commerce and also at the County Economic Development Office. Our three organizations are meeting regularly and talking about how we can coordinate that type of support. So that's kind of, the incubator seems to be the place where that's all coming together.
That's really wonderful, because that is certainly a change in philosophy, and nice to see that everybody's coming to a center spot to have these discussions. So many talented people in each area. The more brain power we can put against it, the better the final product, I'm sure. And Kat, you must be pretty excited about having this as your summer focus. This is a good case history for your future.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be up here working with the folks at HCDC and also getting to know the business community here better. While going to school, of course, it's a good introduction to the area. This really is a way to get immersed and understand what Haliburton County is all about.
Well, it's very different, I'm sure, from other incubator kind of environments, because, of course, a much smaller total community, but the opportunities are pretty large when we consider how things have changed with how people work and how people look at their away space as being a place to now actually become their primary residence. So it really is a moment in time that should have lots of opportunity for you. Heather, you must be pleased to have this opportunity to work with Kat to move this thing forward.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Even so, Kat's been on board for about the last month and has achieved tons of things over that time frame. And just in terms of some of those finer points of the space and really making it inviting and having the time to spend on really thinking that through. There's such huge value in having a fresh set of eyes on a space like that. So it's been wonderful, and really looking forward to the rest of the summer to hear what our local community has to say, so that we can get some programming going in the fall.
I've been doing a little bit of gussying up of the space in anticipation of all this. I gather you've done a little bit inside and outside too.
Yeah, do you want to talk about that, Kat?
Yeah, sure. So on the outside, we gave the front a pretty big refresh. Just a lot of paint and making sure that it also catches the eye a little bit. So if you see a bright green door in Haliburton Village, that's probably going to be us. And then inside, we set up the co-working station so that they're really like catered for people to get work done. Everybody has a desk, open storage space, and dividers in a room that's filled with natural light to help people just focus in and get their tasks done for the day.
That's super, absolutely super. Now you have a special event that's coming up, and the invitation is going out to all those good people who are working at distance. So tell us about that.
Yeah, so on Monday, we're hosting everybody for the Mix It Up Monday Mixer. Really catered for folks who are working at home and also who want to come see the space and see what the co-working environment could be like, but also to meet others who are working from home. We'll be having drinks from Luke's Brew, food from Eat in Minden, and then some other snacks as well. And it's an opportunity to also meet the different services that are available here in the county.
One of the nice things about an event such as that is that the potential users get to meet each other. They get to have a measure of the kind of people, the kind of energy, the kind of enthusiasm that might exist in space such as that. That's got to be a pretty big motivator for people too.
Yeah, I think it'll be a really fun drop-in. So it's from 4 to 6 on Monday, and we're really happy to be partnering with the Chamber on the event. So it's also an opportunity for folks to learn more about what the Chamber has to offer and about what HCDC has to offer, without having to sort of walk through our doors. They can come and wander around and have a bit more of a casual introduction.
I'm sure there's been lots of information out there in the community about the event. And if anybody wanted to get a little more information, can they get in touch with you at HCDC?
Yeah, they can give us a call at 705-457-3555. There is also an Eventbrite link through our social media channels that they can go and register, or they can also call the Chamber of Commerce.
That's wonderful, wonderful. Well, I must admit, I'm absolutely thrilled to see the incubator evolving and changing with the needs as they exist. We know the challenges of entrepreneurial businesses, of people who are working from home. This is just a marvelous opportunity to encourage people to be a part of something that's quite special and feel like they belong to something. I think it's a wonderful step forward. Congratulations to both of you.
Well, and thank you for being sort of setting out the groundwork for the evolution that's happening now. You know,
it was pretty interesting. It was pretty interesting at the outset, I must admit. Everything from leaky basements to electrical services, and forget Wi-Fi. You know, it's like it was at the outset. It was just getting Bell telephone lines into the place. So things have changed for the better over the years. I feel like I was in the horse and buggy days for sure. Congratulations to you. I think this is marvelous after having been a part of the project, now being able to take it through for the summer. This is a wonderful experience for you, and good luck to you throughout the coming months.
Thank you so much.
Heather, thanks for joining us today, and thank you for all the work and effort that you put into it. And we'll have a 2 thumbs up and fingers crossed for Monday night. I'm sure everybody's going to have a great time. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.